Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to our amazing LUMA discovery call. And what does that really mean? So, before we dive into all of that, I'll take a moment to introduce myself. So, my name is Nicole Crowley. I'm a crystal founding member and leader with Lumi Vitae, which means light of life. In addition to that, I'm a holistic practitioner, I'm an energy healer, I'm a sashim healer, I'm a motivational speaker, and I'm an author. Can't tell right now, right? Because I'm tripping over my words. I'm just so excited. Okay. So we're so excited to have you all here. So if you can let us know in the chat where you're calling in from. I'm in the Chicagoland area. And Karen, where are you located? Unmute and introduce yourself.
Currently, currently in San Francisco, but I'm actually Irish.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm actually from Switzerland. So we've got some international girls here. To Austin, Texas, amazing. When I first came to America, I lived in Dallas. Let's see. Where else? Temecula, Vernon, Connecticut. Awesome. California, awesome. I used to live in Calabasas, right next to Malibu. So Cali girl here too. I've lived all over the world. West US, Pacific, Northwest US. Okay, awesome. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen. We're gonna dive into a lot of really cool stuff. Um, Zoom has shifted on me a little bit, so give me a moment. It used to be on the bottom, and I'm like, okay, not on the bottom anymore. Give me one moment. Okay. And I promise your questions will be answered by this. Share screen. Okay. Let me know when you can see my screen. Can you see my screen okay?
Yeah, it's come up.
Okay, beautiful. And then as people enter, if you could just have them mute, just so that there's no feedback or anything. If you do have any questions, Karen's here to support, and so am I. So just put your questions in the chat. Depending on the amount of time we have, we'll see if we have time for Q&A at the end. So welcome to our Lumi Vitae Liquid Light LUMA opportunity call. So what is that? Lumi Vitae means light of life. It's such a beautiful frequency that we hold and that you're being invited into. So imagine, what if the smallest molecule in the entire universe held the key to your health and wealth? What if a simple sip of water could change your whole trajectory, your whole life? Molecular hydrogen is actually the tiniest molecule in the entire universe. And I'm going to go into the main mechanisms later on when I dive into the science portion. The purpose of being here in these seats is freedom. Whether it's freedom from feeling like you can't be seen, you don't feel safe to dream and dream bigger, whether it's freedom from a body that's constantly fighting against you, whether it's freedom from desiring more abundance so that you can really activate your purpose and do what you're meant to do in the world. Everything about Lumi Vitae imprints the frequency of freedom. We are here to light up the world in a very, very special, significant way that nobody else is doing. That's why this is a huge, huge, huge business opportunity. So who are we calling in? Success and impact-driven entrepreneurs that are here to build wealth with purpose, transform lives, and lead a legacy that matters. Freedom seekers and lifestyle designers, breaking free from the 9-to-5 grind to live life on their own terms, right? Freedom, 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 without limits and without compromise. So if any of this resonates with you, let us know in the chat and be like, freedom here, right? Visionary leaders and disruptors, those that don't follow trends, they create them, seeing the next billion-dollar shift before the world catches on. You're in the room before the cell phone was invented. That's what we're about to show you that we're talking about, literally. So trailblazing digital entrepreneurs and marketers ready to build a global wellness empire at the forefront of innovation. Passionate healers leveraging their gifts, turning purpose into a ripple effect of action to transform humanity. Mothers and family-focused entrepreneurs who dream of a healthier world for their children, where wellness isn't a luxury, but a way of life. So if any of this speaks to you, and I'm going to check the chat, any of this speaks to you, you're exactly where you need to be. Freedom for me, for sure. Absolutely. It's all of them for me. I'm a healer. I'm a freedom visionary. It's all of them. So what are we talking about? We're talking about turning water into wellness in the most simple, profound, unique way. Water is more than just hydration. It's actually a carrier of life's intelligence. Who here is familiar with Dr. Emoto Obeyed Austin? Dr. Emoto's work showed that when you focus a word and the intention and the energy and the belief and the frequency behind that word into water, he actually had a group of transcendental meditators that would do that. He would focus the word, intention, and frequency of love into water. And then he would see that the crystalline structure, the molecular structure of the water shifted depending on the word. And words like war and other things like that, they would be brown and mucky. And love and grace and oneness were like a crystalline, beautiful structure, like a snowflake. And then Veda Austin took it even further. Veda Austin, what she did is she had a petri dish of water. She took an object, put it into the water, she removed the water, then she froze the water, and the image of the object would remain. What's so amazing is she did this so much with like peacock feathers and tomatoes and flowers and shells. And you can see like the little indentations, you can see the striations in the leaves, you can see all that. But what she did one time, actually, she's done it multiple times since, is she put a sunflower seed into the water. And then she removed the sunflower seed. And when she froze the water, what did she see? She saw a sunflower. She saw the manifest of what the potential of that seed was translated through the water. That's how profound water is. Literally, I could tell you names and names and names of scientists that will say that we do not know the power of water. 99.9% of the molecules in our body are water, and we have the ability to work with it in a coherent way. So, we're really going to be diving into some amazing science that you probably haven't ever heard of before. So, the future of water is hydrogen activated. What does that mean? So, you're like, okay, water has hydrogen in it, right? So, water is already hydrogen activated. Nope, that's not what we're talking about. So, the water compound has hydrogen and oxygen, but it's two hydrogens bonded to the oxygen here, right? So, what we're talking about is molecular hydrogen dissolved gas. So, it's two hydrogen ions that are nonpolar covalently bonded together. That's a huge difference between the hydrogen that you just have in water. And we're going to go into why. So, the important thing to see here is the potential of what we're about to dive into. 75% of people are chronically dehydrated. It's actually the hidden crisis. Most are drinking water that's not actually hydrating them. Like, really think about that. And oxidative stress and inflammation are linked to nearly every single major disease. Here's the thing: molecular hydrogen turns water into a powerful wellness tool, combating dehydration and oxidative stress simultaneously. Two of the major precursors to every single dis-ease on the planet, molecular hydrogen is able to support. So, why is it so important? Well, we're in a world where people are dimming. Our cells are actually dimming. Our bodies are burning out. Our nervous systems are inflamed. Our spirits are overstimulated, undernourished. We're told we're not enough. We're sold solutions that separate us from our truth. And we're getting sicker by the day. So, our light, the light we absorb from the sun, the light we have within our cells, the actual plasma in our bodies, is the very essence of who we are, and it's fading. So, what if? What if your body could remember? What if it only needed the right light to be turned back on, the right key, the right switch, right? To be turned back on. Our body is meant to be a self-healing mechanism. What's blocking it? This is what's really cool. Wellness isn't the absence of illness, it's the presence of light in every single cell. So, what's turning the lights off? Let's look at that first. Oxidative stress and cellular rust. When the body produces more free radicals than it can neutralize, it's like your cells are rusting from the inside out. So, oxidative stress damages your mitochondria, your DNA, your ability to heal. The light dims when the body burns too hot. Your nervous system dysregulation and stored trauma. When the nervous system's stuck in survival, fight or flight, or freeze, your body can't prioritize healing or light expression. Trauma, overstimulation, unprocessed emotion hijack your power, hijack your ability to hold more light, more abundance, more wellness. Right? When you have light, you're one with all. A dysregulated system can't carry light, it actually leaks it. Chronic inflammation. Inflammation is a sign the body is fighting something constantly, whether from food, toxins, infection, or stress. It clogs the systems. Inflamed cells cannot communicate, they cannot regenerate, and they cannot grow. Are you seeing there's so much out there that's dimming our light? It's really important for us to reconnect to our light. Mitochondrial dysfunction. Your mitochondria are your light generators, right? It's what creates your ATP, your chemical energy. When they're damaged by toxin stress or poor nutrition, your energy declines. No power source equals no cellular light. The light dims when the body burns too hot. Yet again, right? We're always constantly on the go. And then dehydration and loss of structured water. You are made of water, but not just any water. Structured living water carries light. Like I was saying with Dr. Emoto and what Beta Austin has discovered, there's a coherent connection to water. We can imprint our intentions, our feelings, our beliefs into water. And so it carries light and consciousness. Without it, the cells collapse and vitality drops. So essentially, like a hydrated cell is like a plump grape, ready to go, optimal potential. A dehydrated cell is like a raisin. There's no potential. It's really not going to be supporting you and your body when you're fighting external aggravants or anything, any imbalance is happening within the body. And 75% of the world is dehydrated. Not just dehydrated like, I need some water, chronically dehydrated, leading to negative physical manifestations that they're not even connecting to the fact that they're dehydrated. So, without this light, our cells collapse, our vitality drops. Without this hydration, right? Lights need a current. Water is the conduit. So, what we're talking about here, I want to bring us to the main mechanisms of molecular hydrogen. Molecular hydrogen is literally the genesis of life. It is the very first element in the periodic table. It is the smallest molecule in the entire universe. It has the capability to communicate with you in an intelligent, selective way. So, molecular hydrogen, because of its tiny size, is able to permeate the cell membrane, go into the cell, and fully hydrate the cell. But the very first thing it does is it goes in, it works with the organelles, and it increases your mitochondrial production. So now you have more chemical energy in your body to do everything you need to do. And you also have your cells at optimal potential. So it's like really, really strong soldiers ready to go to support your body. Molecular hydrogen also not only upregulates the mitochondrial production, but it works with a specific cell signaling pathway, the NRF2 pathway, that is responsible for regulating and producing over 200 different protective proteins. So now you're looking at the protective aspect of things. It's even able to bypass the blood-brain barrier, work in the neurological pathway in that way. But what's so beautiful about molecular hydrogen is it acts as a selective, intelligent antioxidant in the body. So it has this acute ability, this potential to work with your body and reduce the damaging inflammation, to reduce the damaging oxidative stress, but keep the good, right? It's all about harmony and balance when it comes to our optimal wellness, our vessel. And when you combine molecular hydrogen dissolved gas with water, right, you have hydration and you have the miracle molecule that's known as molecular hydrogen. You're combating both at the same time. This is very profound as to how it can support your body. Because as you drink it in, hydrogen rich water, it's going to act as a master conductor in the body. It's going to go into all the interstitial spaces that nothing else can go to because of its tiny, tiny, minute size. And it's going to analyze everything going on. And it's going to upregulate systems. It's going to downregulate systems. It's going to be specific to what you need so that your vessel, your human body, can step into the self healing mechanism it is meant to be. This is just a very brief overview of some of the benefits that these main mechanisms of molecular hydrogen have available to you. There are actually over 3,000 peer-reviewed published studies supporting molecular hydrogen's potential with over 200 different disease protocols. So this is a very, very, very brief overview. If you want to take a screenshot, you can. I'll just focus on two of them. So when we're talking about the anti-cellular death effects, so when a cell is unhealthy, it commits suicide. It's called autophagy. So autophagy is really great when you have certain things in the body that you don't want. The cells are really unhealthy and you want them out. But sometimes you want cells to be rebuilt, you want that restructure, and you don't want that to happen. So the fact that molecular hydrogen can act in a selective, intelligent way and communicate with your body and know exactly where autophagy needs to be increased and where it needs to be decreased is an absolute game changer when it comes to anticellular death effects and then anti-aging effects. I know everybody's all about anti-aging nowadays, right? So yes, of course, molecular hydrogen helps boost collagen production and all that stuff and skin elasticity and all that stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm actually talking about telomeres. I'm talking about chromosomes. So our chromosomes, every single time, so your chromosomes hold your DNA and RNA. Every time your chromosomes, or every time the cell divides, your chromosomes deteriorate a tiny, tiny bit. But there's these protective caps at the end of the chromosomes called telomeres. Telomeres are kind of like those hard little caps at the end of your shoestring that prevent the shoestring from fraying, if you kind of visualize it that way. So, what attacks the telomeres is oxidative stress. So, the fact that molecular hydrogen is able to minimize that oxidative stress that would normally be attacking the telomeres and making them less strong and breaking them apart, that is actually going to help prevent what happens when the chromosomes fully break apart is when they come back together, they don't come back together in the right formation, and that leads to mutation that leads to very, very, very serious things in the body. So the fact that molecular hydrogen is able to reduce the damaging oxidative stress that would normally be attacking those telomeres that are protecting the chromosomes, that's literally clicking on the anti-aging signal in your body. That's literally like, boom, you're good. We're protecting you because they've discovered that as the telomeres break down and the chromosomes break apart, that's also what really stimulates the aging process in the body. We're not just talking about here, we're talking about your organs, we're talking about your entire essence. So, those are just a couple things that I'm going to dive into with that. Molecular hydrogen has the potential to revolutionize medicine as we know it. That's from Dr. Shigeo Ota from Japan, and actually the head of the Molecular Hydrogen Institute, Dr. Tyler Barron, who co-formulated one of our products that we're going to be telling you about. He studied with him in Japan, and just a profound, profound person, such a visionary for what the future holds with molecular hydrogen and wellness. So LumaVite is here, and I need to correct this slide now because with what I'm going to show you, we're no longer leading the wave of molecular hydrogen. We are the only option in molecular hydrogen, and you'll see why. So we are on a mission to create the next evolution in technology and wellness, and we have done it in a big way. Introducing the liquid light bottle. So this is our legacy bottle. Isn't it gorgeous? There's so much that this legacy bottle does, but ultimately it's going to be bringing your body into internal homeostasis and harmony and balance in a very sacred way. This isn't just water, it's intelligent hydration. It's infused with molecular hydrogen, as I said, the miracle molecule, the genesis of life, right? We're going to go into this, but then I have a little surprise. So, brief overview. This bottle has frequencies in the lid, 3 frequencies, that mimic being kissed by the sunlight. It has chromotherapy, so when you turn it on, it has a color, and you can change that color depending on the chakra and aura you want to activate. There's 7 different colors. There is a hydrogen-rich 3-phase formula within the water that this creates, and then there's a magnetic ring at the base that creates its own toroidal field, so it structures and activates and grounds the water. So you have frequencies that imprint into it. You have therapeutic levels of molecular hydrogen dissolved gas in the center. I'm going to go into that in the next slide. And then you have the magnets in the base that are creating the toroidal field. This is a very sacred vessel. So the proton exchange membrane in the base here, that is what creates the electrolysis process. Here's the thing to really be aware of. The electrolysis process can be very dangerous. It has the potential to create arsenic, heavy metals, and biomaterial you do not want in your body. So 10 to 12 years of research and development, working with over 70,000 clients, went into developing this. This was not created just because molecular hydrogen is the future and we're going to go to a factory and create something. So much dedication went into this. The inventor of this was actually born with the ability to see frequencies in nature. He has a beautiful gift. And so he spent all this time ensuring that this device has the world's best proton exchange membrane. So not only that, then he took his abilities and he improved upon it. So that proton exchange membrane is in here. What does that mean for you? That means that every single drop in this water is pure and clean and potent and safe for you so that your body can fully process it in a safe manner. He also created a way to ignite the electrolysis process that's pulling apart the hydrogen and oxygen, creating the molecular hydrogen dissolved gas in a safe manner with only 2.3 volts. Didn't stop there. Titanium and platinum coated all of the plates, the anode and cathode plates. And then he even has a dual chamber reservoir in the base where any byproducts that are created escape as a gas. This is the luxury wellness product. This is the best wellness product on the market when it comes to molecular hydrogen. But it's elevated a bit, and I'm going to go into that. So, like I said, the natural like magnet field that creates the toroidal field in the base. We are not just talking about hydration. We are talking about cellular illumination. If you're already amazed by this bottle, every single aspect of this bottle is connected to the Fibonacci sequence. You can twist off the base and activate larger amounts. It has frequencies in the lid. Like I said before, the 3 frequencies. This bottle has elevated to a whole new level. Introducing LUMA. This is literally the alchemy of light. We now have the capability, it's fully patented, nobody else can do it. We now have the capability to activate any liquid in our new bottle. Any liquid. So hot coffee, hot tea, orange juice, wine, whatever you want, water with collagen supplements, whatever you want, we have the capability to do that because there's going to be a double dual chamber right here. So essentially, you're going to fill that double dual chamber with distilled water every 30 days. This is the only part that's going to go through the electrolysis process. As that electrolysis process happens, the therapeutic levels of molecular hydrogen dissolved gas will escape into the upper liquid. What does that mean? Here's the thing. Molecular hydrogen has so many different capabilities and mechanisms. One of them is it creates something to be the highest bioavailability. So if you combine molecular hydrogen with vitamin C, you now up the bioavailability of the vitamin C to be fully brought into the body to support you. So when you have orange juice in here, it's pulling out more vitamin C for your body. When you have wine in here, it's actually pulling out the beneficial aspects, the resveratrol, for your body. It's beyond amazing. Are we amazed? Are we amazed? We've looked at the amazingness of molecular hydrogen, how it can support our body, how hydrogen-rich water is amazing, and now we are the only ones on the planet that will ever have a device. Do you understand this? The only ones on the planet that will ever have a device that can activate molecular hydrogen at therapeutic levels into any liquid that you want to bring into your body. Any liquid. It's just awesome. Here's the thing. Like I said, this bottle has the frequencies in the lid, the 3 frequencies. The new bottle, LUMA, is going to have interchangeable frequency lids. So the potential for people, for whatever they want to do with their frequencies, for what lids are coming is infinite. It's just so amazing. So right now, so there's recovery. And then recovery really promotes relaxation, sleep. It also helps boost the immune system. Then you have energy. And I'm just going to show you. So you'll see the 3. And then you simply just double click and then that activates it. So that's how simple it is to use. Energy is right to kick up your energy. It also helps with the cell detox pathways. And then in this bottle, we have Lumi Vitae, which is, it mimics the wavelength from the sun that ignites life force energy. But in the new bottle, we're going to have recovery, energy, and then harmony. So bringing your body, mind, and soul into harmony and balance. In the new bottle, this Lumi Vitae frequency is being split into 3 different frequencies. So it's the wavelength that mimics the wavelength from the sun that ignites life force energy that creates photosynthesis, but now it's in 3 different wavelengths. So it's the wavelength you need as you wake up, it's the one you need at noon, and it's the one that you need at dusk. So this is actually going to bring your body into circadian rhythm. So circadian light and chromotherapy. So like I said, when you activate this, you can change the colors depending on the healing capacity you want to connect to. And now we have the circadian light in the lid as well. This is an add-on option coming in the future. Crystalline water frequencies. So there's actually going to be 3 different crystalline light frequencies that you can imprint into the water. Chromotherapy, like I said, and breath. How can that happen, right? So what's going to happen is there's going to be different pulses. So the light that you saw, there will be different pulses. So when it's bright, it's like breathe in, and when it goes in, then it's exhale, but there's different levels, which is really, really exciting. So the bottle that we're presenting comes with energy and recovery. The other ones are add-ons. And so this is what comes with the Luma bottle. So you have the lid that has the energy, recovery, and harmony, like I said, and then you have the circadian one. You have the chromotherapy, you have the 2 breath. It doesn't stop there. It never stops there with Lumi. We're always adding. There's a sports lid. So what's really, really amazing is when you're on the go, I mean, trust me, when you have this in your life, you want it all day, every day. Like, and I bring it with me to the gym, and you have to then put the water in. You take this off, you put the water in, you activate it. Then as it's activated, you twist this off again, you drink it, you put that on, and then, right? Like it interrupts your workout. So now we have a sports lid. So you can literally like put the water in and just put the lid on. And then when you're ready, you activate it. And it takes 3 minutes in the morning, 6 minutes in the afternoon. And then you choose, like, if you're working out, you probably want to do the energy frequency, whatever it is, right? And then you have the sports lid on it. So then when you're ready, you just go, zoop. It's the simplest thing ever. So that all comes with it. This is just mind-blowingly amazing. And here they are. So this is Terra, Aurora, Malachite, and Halo. Aren't they gorgeous? They're so gorgeous. Okay. What does this mean for you? You're in this seat before these products have been launched into the world. We're still in pre-launch. This is actually the very first discovery call about this product that you've been invited to. This is the moment I will tell you that I am one of the very first founding leaders with the company. This is the very first bottle that was ever purchased in the world. I have seen the shift that bringing our legacy bottle has brought into the wellness space, and it is beautiful and amazing. And the business opportunity here for being the one to bring it to the world is huge. But now we have a bottle that nobody else on the planet can ever have because it's fully patented. We're the only ones that will ever have the technology that allows you to activate molecular hydrogen dissolved gas into any liquid. Immediately, I thought of baby formula. I was like, oh my gosh, elevating the health of baby formula. Like, I mean, just think about all these different liquids that you drink every single day that you can now turn into a health elixir. So it's $598 for each bottle. And that's pre-launch. It's going to go up from there. And then we do have our Genesis pack where you get all four for $2,000. So essentially you get each bottle for $500. And that's available until we launch, which we're looking to launch in November. So you're not just made of matter. You are structured light in motion. You're not here by chance. You're here because your light is calling. You weren't brought by Karen. You weren't brought by other people. Just happenstance. I'm telling you, LUMA has a sacred frequency, and we have a bigger purpose in the world. Our beautiful visionary and CEO, Taryn Lee, who I'm going to introduce you to in a moment with a slide, her focus is birthing a light-led economy. And these two products I just showed you are not the only products we have available. We are here to really light up your world and light up the world through doing that. So why now? Why is this a time to get involved with LUMA? Why is this a time to really help partner with light? We're in a global awakening, and most are still dimmed. Physically, emotionally, energetically, they're looking for this. They're craving for this. Their body needs it. Their body, mind, and soul needs light. 50% of people are magnesium deficient. 40% of people are vitamin B12 deficient. Deficiency is not just physical, it's the body's cry for light. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce you to our third product. And before I do that, by age 40, your NAD levels drop by up to 50%. Do you know what NAD is? You see it everywhere. You see it in the celebrity space, in the wellness space. NAD plus is a coenzyme that you're born with, and it's responsible for cellular regeneration, for DNA repair, for every single aspect of the cell working at its optimal potential. NAD plus starts to drop at age 20. By age 40, you've lost about 50%. Your cells forget how to renew, and your light begins to dim. So this is our molecular hydrogen infusion tablet. It's our Liquid Vitality Chi Plus, which has just gotten a rebrand. It's Liquid Vitality IQ because it's literally light intelligence. Each tablet is a macro dose of cellular light. So it's a molecular hydrogen fusion tablet that works with NR, which is a precursor to NAD+. So NAD+ is naturally regrown in every single cell. Hello, fountain of youth. Hello, anti-aging. That's amazing. Now you see these NAD+ things out there. NAD+ as a natural molecule is actually too large and cannot bypass the cell membrane and go back into the cell. That's why it's key to regrow it within the cell. And then this tablet also has spermidine, which increases your autophagy pathways, so your cell detox pathways. Resveratrol, which is the longevity molecule, right? The one found in wine. It also has magnesium from the Dead Sea. The literal stardust that fell to the ocean is placed into these tablets. Then there's vitamin C and vitamin B12 at its highest, most pure essence and its highest bioavailability. What happens is there's a magical fusion. There's a synergy of all of these ingredients. And essentially, as you take this tablet and you drop it into water, It dissolves. It takes about 3 minutes to dissolve. It shoots up to the top, and then you can slam it. You want to drink it within 2 minutes. What's amazing is even Dr. Tyler LeBaron, the co-formulator of this amazing tablet, with our Lumivite team, they had no clue what they were creating. Because what's happening is as people drink this water that has the tablet in it, they feel like an elevated mood, like it's almost like a happy pill. So you feel almost like a little euphoria, but then you're focused and clear and grounded. And then it regulates your nervous system, but then it kicks up energy when you need it. And it gives you sleep, restorative sleep, deep sleep that you need it when you need it. When you sleep, your liver does over 500 things to support you. Restorative sleep is key in optimal health. So these tablets are another way to completely transform the wellness space. We just launched these tablets into the US 3 months ago. We just launched them into Europe 2 weeks ago. Are you seeing the potential here for being in these seats where you're the one introducing this to people? You're the first one introducing it to the chiropractor that knows the person that knows the person. You're the one that's introducing it to the busy mom that now has clarity to raise their kids and now they're telling 50 of their friends. This is amazing, the potential here. So it is recommended 1 to 3 a day. For those of you that are biohackers and just want to look amazing and feel the best, we recommend 3 tablets a day. So each box is $88. There is a subscription option where you save 10%. And then there's a tri-pack where you get 211 for the subscription. So with these 3 light activators, we create a whole new way of being. We are literally activating liquid light into people's lives. We are bringing light back into their dimmed cells. We are reminding them and activating their ancient wisdom. Molecular hydrogen works with the DNA and it activates your ancient wisdom. Our beautiful tablets are actually awakening the stardust within you from the magnesium from the Dead Sea. So, so sacred. So we've looked at oxidative stress inflammation as a precursor to every single disease out there. Well, it's costing the world $47 trillion. Nobody's solving it. It's a $47 trillion opportunity hidden in plain sight. Hydrogen is the answer the world's been waiting for. And guess what? We're first to market. This is the opportunity to partner with light because we are solving that $47 trillion problem. Do you feel it in your cells? Do you feel oh, the beautiful gift it is to be here right now, to be able to hear about these beautiful, innovative products? And I promise you, Lumivite will never, ever, ever launch a product that already exists on the planet. We are consistently birthing new technology into the world that needs to be here to really create the difference that we're here to make. This partnership doesn't just elevate wellness, it ignites global consciousness. This is the mission, to ignite the light again in the body, the soul, in the system. I'm going to cry. It's so beautiful. To remember that healing is not just about avoiding illness, it's about restoring radiance. Because when we turn the light back on, we don't just survive. We lead, we rise, and we illuminate the world. This is the time when we need to step into purpose. This is the time when we need to show people how strong we can be, how unstoppable our human vessels are, be the beacon of light for others. This is a new economy. It's a light-backed economy where building wealth doesn't just elevate one, it lights up the world. And it's about co-creation. It's about co-creating the magic, co-creating the impact that we're creating through these very innovative, beautiful wellness tools with the world. It's about co-creating with you. 0.01% of companies achieve $50 million valuation under female leadership. Lumivite is changing that. This is our CEO and visionary, Taryn Lee, and she is unstoppable. She has such a passion and vision for completely transforming the world with liquid light, with light-led technology. She is so dedicated to creating the most generous compensation plan, the most beautiful products. She puts everything in. She works around the clock 24/7 to support this mission and vision. She is honestly the most amazing CEO and visionary on the planet because so many of them are so ego-driven and they're only focused on the bottom line. Taryn is really focused on how this is going to support you and how it's ultimately going to support the world. She's the founder and CEO of Lumivite, the sole investor. She did this all on her own. So when I said the 0.01%, she's a powerhouse. You want to know her. She has led $100 million in sales in the past 3 years. She's on a mission to empower lives through wellness and financial freedom. She is a seven-figure earner and industry leader. Her mission is really to turn water into wellness, passion into purpose, freedom into legacy, and dreams into reality. This is a space where not only can you bring your dreams and bring your bigger why and bring your desired impact that you want to have, but you're supported in it, and then you are invited to dream bigger. And then you see others activate their dreams, and then you're like, yep, let's do this. Being a part of Lumivite is a powerful, powerful frequency that will activate you into purpose. I promise you that. So the vision is to light up the world and to light up your life. I love this image because I mean, there should be like 10,000 more of these, right? But it gives you an idea of like every beacon of light because have you ever seen that meme where they have the matches and like one match has a fire going and then it hits all the rest of them? It takes one of us being the authentic light. It takes one of us activating our purpose. It takes one of us smiling that day to ignite that smile in somebody else's life. It takes one of us. So now imagine the impact of thousands of us, of millions of us. There are 15,000 um, independent brand partners right now. The goal is 50,000. So where are we now and where are we going? We're positioned for growth. So our first 4 months, we had a $20 million run rate. We have 14,000 affiliates. That's actually 15,000 now. And we sold 22,000 bottles. We actually completely crashed the website when we first launched the bottles because everybody was purchasing. We did that with the tablets too. That's just what happens. And we're in pre-launch with the new LUMA bottle that is just insane. I'm not even sleeping. I'm on so many meetings. So Lumi Vitae invested in new partnerships. Honestly, Taryn did. We are all about new technology, new product development, and we have localized into the US. So the tablets are actually produced and shipped out of the US. We also have a warehouse now in the US. And we're working on so much else, so many other things globally to support. We're not just riding the wave, we are shaping it, but now we actually own it. With this new innovation and the patent, we own it. So our mission is creating wealth with wellness. $500 million in revenue by 2028, building a dominant force in $1 trillion market. That is what's available to you. So the Lumivite success formula, it's very simple. You activate your health, you experience the products, you experience it, you share it with people, you share the transformation and the vision, and it's so exciting. You literally, I mean, I'm a walking testimonial. There's a Facebook testimonial group that, we can put the link to in the chat, but I'm a walking testimonial. There's so many things that molecular hydrogen are what I like to call liquid light magic water, has completely transformed my life. So sharing this on social media, sharing what happens, it's very simple because you start to drink it and then you realize and you're like, oh, got to tell the whole world. And then leveraging the system, plugging into the Luminaire trainings. There's a lot of trainings here to support you and really, really activating what you desire from this. This is all about conscious commerce and it's your opportunity. And there's so many different ways. So there's an affiliate plan where you can share the bottles and you earn commission. There's where you can have a team and really build and you can actually earn profit sharing and stuff. There's the whole leadership rank and there's so much more available to you. What's amazing is we're here to support whatever you desire. There's really no pressure. It's really inviting you to bring liquid light technology to activate and light up your cells and then allow what's meant to come, how Lumivite is meant to flow through you to activate and inspire and guide others. So you're one decision away from completely transforming your life. And I know it seems big. It seems like, oh yeah, transforming my life. But I'm telling you that so many of us that are here, that are sitting here today, it was a soul yes. I didn't even care how much it was. I didn't care anything. I just knew that I had to have this technology in my life. And this is my personal testimonial because what this beautiful device does is it brings our body into internal homeostasis, harmony, and balance so that our body can then become the self-healing mechanism. What we have to preface with is that this does not cure, treat, or prevent any disease. But as I share this testimonial, I want you to see how profound this has been. So I have a heart condition, neurocardiogenic syncope syndrome, where I sink to the floor, I shake, I have migraines, my chest twists up, I feel like I have a heart attack. I'm out of energy for 45 minutes to 2 weeks, depending on how intense it is. And this bottle has personally stopped my episodes in its tracks. It has also really, really supported my family with their allergies. I have two daughters and they have very, very severe allergies. This is my personal experience. But this technology, this beautiful gift in my life, saved my daughter's life. I'll leave it at that. I no longer have any gluten intolerance where I used to be insanely gluten intolerant. I used to have chronic migraines. I was also hit by a drunk driver 25 years ago, told by five doctors that I wasn't going to walk, chronic pain for 19 years. That's what triggered the heart condition for 12 years. It took me out 3 to 5 times a week. I'm sitting here today healthier than I've ever been. If that's not priceless, I don't know what is. I always tear up because it means a lot. It means a lot. This is a beautiful wellness tool that can completely transform your life and others, your friends, your family, whole community, right? So get ready to lead the next light revolution. Star is born, the future is lit, and you are the constellation. The same molecular hydrogen that ignites the birth of galaxies is within us. It is the genesis of all energy, the primal force that fuels life itself, a bridge between the infinite cosmos and the cells that sustain us. Just as the stars burn with unwavering brilliance, we too are destined to shine, to elevate, to transform. This is more than wellness. It is a revolution, a calling, a movement of light bearers reclaiming their power. We are not just dreamers, we are creators, architects of a new reality. We are the fire, the frequency, the future, and now we ignite. How's that making you feel? I want to put it in the chat. How's that making you feel? Do you feel lit up? Do you feel the pull? What do? You go back to the person that invited you here. So let me stop the share. And I really want to say thank you so much for being here.